KE7QXM broadcasting on 7.285 MHz. November 3rd, 2025. Time is 03:17 hours Pacific Standard. This is Asher. Emergency traffic. I'm documenting what I'm hearing right now. What's happening across multiple frequencies. If anyone's receiving this. If any station is still operational. I need confirmation. Need to know someone else is hearing this. The power went out 47 minutes ago. Not just my neighborhood. Not just Seattle. I'm monitoring emergency services frequencies. Police. Fire. EMS. All reporting total grid failure. Cascading blackouts across Washington State, Oregon, British Columbia. Reports coming in from Idaho. Montana. It's spreading. My station runs on battery backup. Solar panels on the roof. Independent power. That's why I'm still operational. That's why I can still transmit. But I'm hearing stations drop off. One by one. Emergency repeaters going dark. Commercial stations silent. The entire spectrum is dying. Let me state what I know. What I've confirmed through radio traffic. 0300 hours. Some kind of atmospheric detonation. High altitude. Multiple stations reported electromagnetic pulse effects. EMP. That's what this is. High-altitude nuclear explosion specifically designed to knock out electronics across massive area. I didn't see a flash. No thermal effects at ground level. That's consistent with high-altitude burst. Maybe 200 miles up. Maybe more. Far enough that ground doesn't experience blast or heat. Just the electromagnetic pulse. The gamma radiation interacting with atmosphere, creating massive electrical surge that fries anything connected to power grid. Anything with circuits. My equipment survived because it wasn't connected to grid when pulse hit. Battery backup. Isolated systems. But the grid itself, the transformers, the substations, all of it, fried. I'm hearing fragments. Scattered transmissions. Most stations dead. The ones still operating are battery-powered like mine. Emergency services trying to coordinate. Trying to understand scope. A station in Portland, W7PTX, was transmitting 20 minutes ago, reporting same conditions. Total power failure. EMP effects confirmed. Then his transmission cut. Haven't heard from him since. Vancouver, British Columbia. V7ZKL, reporting grid failure across entire lower mainland. Backup generators at hospitals failing. Something about the EMP. It's not just the grid. It's the electronics themselves. Fried. Burned out. Even equipment that was offline when pulse hit. Some kind of residual effect I don't understand. I need to explain why I'm documenting this. Why I'm staying on air when everything's collapsing. My wife, Nora, she's in Eastern Washington. Spokane, 280 miles from here. She drove out yesterday for her sister's wedding. Supposed to come back tomorrow. Later today. Our daughter, Iris. She's with Nora, 8 years old, 3rd grade. They left Thursday afternoon. I stayed home. Had to work Friday. Was going to drive out Saturday to join them. That was the plan. Spokane is 280 miles inland. If this EMP was centered over Pacific Northwest, if the burst radius was large enough, Spokane is in the affected zone. Has to be. I'm hearing reports from Montana, from Idaho, all reporting same grid failure, same EMP effects. Nora's phone is dead. Tried calling 200 times. No cell service. Cell towers run on electricity. Backup generators. But if the EMP fried the electronics, the switching systems, the towers themselves, then there's no network. No way to reach her. I'm trying to raise stations in Spokane. Any Spokane area operators. Nothing. Complete radio silence from that region. Either their stations are down, or the EMP effects were stronger there. Or, I don't want to think about the or. Let me document what I know about EMP bursts. What the effects are. I've studied this. It's why I built my station with isolated power. Why I kept equipment offline when not in use. Civil defense training. Amateur radio emergency protocols. We're supposed to be the backup when infrastructure fails. A high-altitude nuclear detonation. Let's say 300 miles up, over the Pacific Northwest. The gamma radiation from the blast. It interacts with upper atmosphere, strips electrons from air molecules. Those electrons spiral along Earth's magnetic field lines, creating massive electromagnetic pulse. The pulse radiates outward, hits everything below, ground-based electronics, anything connected to long conductors, power lines, phone lines, antennas that were active. All of it acts like antenna for the pulse. Massive voltage spike, thousands of volts, burns out circuits instantly. Transformers, substations, power plants, all fried. The range, that depends on altitude of burst and weapon yield. A single high-altitude burst over central United States could take out entire continental grid. That's the nightmare scenario. That's what we trained for, what we feared. If this burst was over Pacific Northwest, the affected area, probably 800 to 1,000 miles radius, maybe more. Washington, Oregon, British Columbia, Idaho, Montana, parts of California, parts of Nevada, all dark. I'm broadcasting this because someone needs to document. Someone needs to record what's happening, how it started, what we knew and when we knew it. The question, the one I keep coming back to, who detonated this weapon? Where did it come from? I'm monitoring military frequencies. Encrypted. Can't understand the content. But I'm hearing traffic. Lots of traffic. Emergency authentication protocols. That tells me military knows something. Command structure is trying to coordinate, trying to respond. Commercial aviation frequency. I've heard Mayday calls. Multiple aircraft reporting electrical failures. Navigation systems dead. Communications failing. They're trying to dead reckon to nearest airports. Trying to land without instruments. I heard one pilot, Flight 627, United Airlines, reporting complete electrical failure at 38,000 feet. Then his transmission cut. How many planes were in the air when pulse hit? Over the Pacific Northwest? Over the entire affected region? How many just lost all systems simultaneously? I'm thinking about Nora. About Iris. There in Spokane. Her sister's house. Residential area. Northeast Spokane. If they're okay, if the house is okay, then they're sitting in the dark right now. No power. No phones. No way to know what's happening. No way to reach me. Nora knows I have the radio. She knows if infrastructure fails, I'd be broadcasting. She used to joke about it. My prepper hobby. My paranoia about grid failure. Not joking now. If she has access to a radio. If her brother-in-law kept his old CB radio. If it survived the pulse. She might be listening. Nora, if you're hearing this. Iris, if you're hearing this. I'm okay. The house is okay. Stay where you are. Don't try to drive back. Roads are going to be chaos. Traffic lights are dead. Cars built after 2000 probably won't start. EMP effects on modern vehicle computers. Stay in Spokane. Stay with your sister. I'll find a way to reach you. I need to keep broadcasting. Keep documenting. Keep trying to raise other stations. Build a picture of what's happening. How far this extends. Whether it's getting worse. Wait. I'm hearing something. Emergency broadcast frequency. 2.5 megahertz. Someone's transmitting. Switching now. Tuning to 2.5. It's automated. Emergency alert system. But the message is wrong. It's not the standard alert tone. Let me record this. Play it back. Emergency alert system. This is not a test. Multiple high-altitude nuclear detonations detected over North American continent. Electromagnetic pulse effects confirmed across western United States and parts of Canada. All persons are advised to seek shelter immediately. Avoid contact with power lines. Avoid using electronic devices connected to power grid. This is not a test. National Guard and emergency services are responding. Further information will be provided as available. This is not a test. Multiple detonations. It said multiple, not one burst. Multiple. I am switching frequencies. Scanning. Looking for more information. More stations. 7.25 megahertz. I'm hearing. It's weak. Fading in and out. Station identification. That's a Colorado station. Denver area. He's reporting. Trying to make out the words. Grid failure. EMP confirmed. Mountain region affected. Trying to coordinate with. Signals breaking up. Too much interference. Atmospheric effects from the burst maybe. Ionospheric disruption. Lost him. Signal's gone. I'm checking my equipment. Geiger counter. Background radiation normal. That's consistent with high-altitude burst. No debris sucked up. Just the electromagnetic effects. Just the pulse, but multiple detonations. The emergency alert system said multiple. I'm thinking through the scenarios. The possibilities. This isn't a natural phenomenon. This isn't solar flare. This is nuclear weapons. Deliberate use of high-altitude EMP attack. That means state actor. That means military conflict. That means war. But who? Russia? China? North Korea? Someone else? And why? What triggered this? Was this first strike? Was this response to something? I'm scanning military frequencies again. More traffic. More encrypted communications. I'm hearing call signs I recognize. U.S. Strategic Command. NORAD. Pacific Fleet. They're coordinating. They're responding to something. But I can't decrypt. Can't understand the content. My hands are shaking. I can't. I need to stay professional. Need to document. That's my job. That's what amateur radio operators do during emergencies. We document. We relay. We provide communication when infrastructure fails. But Nora, Iris, 280 miles away, in the affected zone. No power. No phones. No way to know if they're okay. If the house is standing. No, the house is fine. High altitude EMP doesn't cause structural damage. No blast effects at ground level. They're physically safe. Have to be. But what comes next? If this is war, if this is first strike, what's the next phase? Ground bursts? ICBMs targeting cities? Seattle is major target. Boeing facilities. Microsoft. Amazon. Tech infrastructure. Military targets. We're high-value target area. I'm looking out the window. 3:47 in the morning. Still dark. November in Seattle. But I can see. In the distance. No lights. Entire city dark. No building lights. No car headlights moving on I-5. Total blackness. Like the city died. My neighborhood. Every house dark. No generators running yet. People are sleeping. Most of them don't know yet. Don't know the power is not coming back. Don't know this isn't normal outage. They'll wake up in few hours. Try their phones. Try their lights. Start to understand something's wrong. I need to keep broadcasting. Need to establish contact with other stations. Build emergency network. That's the protocol. That's what we're supposed to do. Calling all stations. This is KE7QXM in Seattle, Washington. Emergency traffic. Requesting signal report from any operational station. If you copy this transmission, please respond on 7.285 MHz. Over. Waiting. Listening. Static. Atmospheric noise. Interference patterns I don't recognize. The EMP. It did something to the ionosphere. Changed the propagation characteristics. Signals aren't bouncing right. Aren't traveling right. Come on. Someone respond. Someone has to be out there. Wait. I'm hearing. Faint. Very faint. Someone's transmitting. Station calling KE7QXM. This is. Can't make it out. Too weak. Come on. Boost your power. Try again. Lost it. Gone. Was someone responding? Or was that just interference? I can't tell. The ionosphere is too disrupted. Signals are scattering. Fading. This is worse than I thought. Even radio communication is compromised. I'm checking my logs. Looking at what stations were active before the pulse. Building list of who to try to raise. Who might still be operational. W7XQ, Bellingham. Northern Washington. Near Canadian border. He had battery backup. Might still be up. Big station. Good equipment. If anyone survived in Portland, it's him. V7CR, Victoria, British Columbia. Island location. Isolated power systems. Might be operational. I'm trying each frequency. Calling. Listening. Nothing. Just static. Just the dying spectrum. The silence where voices should be. This is what the end sounds like. This is what collapse sounds like. Not explosion. Not screaming. Just silence. Just the frequencies going dark one by one. Just the voices stopping. Just the static. Nora. Iris, I don't know if you can hear this. I don't know if anyone can hear this, but I'm going to keep talking, keep broadcasting, keep documenting what's happening, because that's what I do. That's what I'm here for. Emergency communications. Last voice on the air. Someone has to witness. Someone has to record. The clock says 03:52. 35 minutes since I started broadcasting. 48 minutes since everything went dark. I'm going to keep trying. Keep calling. Keep documenting. If you're out there, if you can hear me, respond. Please respond. KE7QXM, standing by on 7.285 megahertz. 0412. Still broadcasting. Still monitoring. I'm hearing more stations now. The ionosphere is settling. Propagation improving slightly. Not back to normal. Won't be for days. But I'm making contact. Station in Boise, Idaho. He's operational. Reporting same conditions. Total grid failure. EMP confirmed. He's saying 3 separate detonations detected. High altitude. Over Pacific Northwest, Northern Plains, and Great Basin regions. Entire Western grid infrastructure compromised. 3 detonations. Not one. 3 coordinated high-altitude bursts. Designed to take out entire Western United States power grid. That's not accident. That's not technical malfunction. That's deliberate strategic attack. I'm trying to think this through. Talking it out loud. Helps me process. Helps me understand. Scenario analysis. 3 high-altitude EMP bursts. Coordinated timing. Covering Western United States. That's first phase strategic attack. Take out power grid. Take out communications. Take out military command and control infrastructure. Then follow up with what? Ground strikes? ICBM salvos? Invasion? No. Stop. Don't jump to conclusions. Document what you know. Just what you know. What I know. 3 EMP bursts. Time approximately 0300 hours Pacific Standard. Western United States grid compromised. Communications infrastructure failing. Emergency services overwhelmed. Military responding but capacity unknown. What I don't know. Who conducted the attack? Why? Whether this is ongoing. Whether more strikes are coming. Whether ground-level targets are next. Whether my family is safe. Nora. I need to focus on Nora and Iris. Need to establish contact. Need to confirm they're okay. Spokane area frequencies. I'm calling everyone I know. Every repeater. Every known operator in eastern Washington. Nothing. Complete silence from that region. That doesn't mean. It could be equipment failure. Could be operators not at their stations. Could be too early in the morning. People still sleeping. Haven't realized what's happened yet. Doesn't mean they're not okay. I'm looking at fallback options. Ways to reach them. Ways to confirm status. Option 1. Drive to Spokane myself. 280 miles. In normal conditions, 4.5 hours. Current conditions. No traffic lights. No open gas stations. Cars built after 2000 probably won't start. EMP effects on electronic fuel injection. On computer systems. My truck is 1997. Pre-computer engine. Might still run. Might make it, but that leaves station unattended. Leaves Seattle without operational radio presence. Emergency coordinators might need relay capacity. Might need someone monitoring frequencies. Documenting what's happening. That's my responsibility. That's what amateur radio emergency service means. You don't abandon post during crisis. Option 2. Find someone who's going east. Someone with functional vehicle. Pre-EMP technology. Ask them to check on Nora and Iris. Relay message. That assumes I can find someone. Assumes they're willing. Assumes they can get through. Too many assumptions. Option 3. Wait. Keep broadcasting. Keep trying to raise Spokane operators. Eventually someone will respond. Eventually power situation will stabilize. Eventually. How long is eventually? Hours? Days? Weeks? All 3 options. Nora and Iris' status remains unknown. I still don't know if they're okay. Still don't know if I should stay or go. Both options feel wrong. Staying means I'm not there. Not protecting them. Not helping. Going means I abandon my post. Abandon emergency communications. Potentially get stuck on the road when worse comes. I need to decide, but I need more information first. Need to understand what's actually happening, what the real threat is. I'm monitoring news frequencies, looking for official information, government statements, military status updates, anything. Commercial AM broadcast frequency, 1.09 megahertz. Como, Seattle. They're on battery backup. Emergency generator. They're broadcasting. Let me listen. This is Como News Radio, Seattle. We are operating on emergency backup power. At approximately 3 a.m. Pacific time, multiple electromagnetic pulse events were detected over North American continent. Federal government has confirmed high-altitude nuclear detonations. Source of detonations remains under investigation. We have no further information at this time regarding attribution or motive. President has been moved to secure location. Continuity of government protocols active. National Guard being mobilized where possible. All citizens are advised to remain in their homes. Conserve battery-powered devices. Avoid travel. We will continue broadcasting as long as emergency power remains available. This is Como News Radio. Source remains under investigation. They don't know. Government doesn't know. Or they're not saying. Which is worse? Unknown enemy? Or known enemy they won't identify because they're preparing military response. I'm switching to military frequencies again. Trying to pick up anything. Any clue about who did this? Any indication of what's coming next? NORAD frequency. Encrypted traffic. But I'm hearing call signs. I'm hearing emergency authentication sequences. I recognize some of the protocols. They're implementing defense condition changes. DEFCON level changes. That means threat assessment. That means preparing for potential additional strikes. If we're raising DEFCON levels, if we're moving toward DEFCON 2 or DEFCON 1, that means we're preparing for full-scale nuclear war. That means someone thinks this EMP attack is prelude to larger exchange. That means Nora and Iris are sitting in Spokane while government prepares for strategic nuclear war. My chest is tight. Can't breathe right. Can't think straight. Need to stay professional. Need to document. That's the job. Do the job. 0437. I'm hearing new traffic. Station in Montana. K7UWP Billings. He's reporting. Let me take notes. Multiple aircraft down. Commercial aviation. Military aviation. EMP effects caused complete electrical failure at altitude. Planes crashed across Montana, Idaho, Wyoming. No count yet on casualties. Emergency services can't respond. No fuel. No working vehicles. We're helpless. Aircraft down. Full of people. Families. Children. Just fell from the sky when every system died simultaneously. How many? Dozens? Hundreds? Across entire western United States? And emergency services can't respond. Can't help. Can't rescue survivors if there are survivors. No working vehicles. No coordination. Just chaos and death and silence. This is what EMP attack means. It's not just power outage. It's not just inconvenience. It's infrastructure death. It's civilization stopped. It's everyone dependent on technology suddenly cut off. Isolated. Helpless. Nora and Iris. In Spokane. Her sister's house. Do they have food? Do they have water? City water systems run on electric pumps. Without power. Without working backup systems. Water stops flowing. Sewage systems fail. How long before public health crisis? How long before order breaks down? I'm thinking about Seattle. 2 million people. Most don't have emergency supplies. Most don't have survival skills. Most are completely dependent on just-in-time delivery systems. Grocery stores have 3 days of food. Less. Without trucks. Without distribution systems. Without. When do people start getting desperate? When do things get violent? My house. I have supplies. 50 gallons of water. Freeze-dried food for 6 months. Radio equipment. Tools. Weapons if necessary. I prepared for this. Nora used to roll her eyes. Used to call it paranoia. But I prepared. I'm ready. The house is secure. But Nora and Iris aren't here. They're 280 miles away. In house I don't know. With supplies I don't know about. In city that's probably just as compromised as Seattle. And I'm here. Safe. Prepared. Useless. I need to make a decision. Need to commit. Stay or go. Broadcast or abandon. Responsibility or family. I need to. There's no good answer. There's no option that doesn't sacrifice something critical. Let me try one more time. One more attempt to raise Spokane operators. Then I'll decide. Calling any Spokane area amateur radio operators. This is KE7QXM in Seattle. Emergency traffic. I need relay to Northeast Spokane residential area. Family member status check. If anyone in Spokane area copies this transmission, please respond on 7.285 MHz. This is KE7QXM. Over. Listening. Waiting. Come on. Someone has to be there. Someone has to respond. Please. Day 7. November 9th. 06:15 hours. Week since the EMP. Week since everything stopped. Still broadcasting. Still waiting. Still no word. The emergency net is shrinking. Operators running out of battery power. Solar panels failing. Equipment degrading. We started with 43 stations across Washington. Now we're down to 11. K7MOL went offline yesterday. Battery failure. He transmitted one last time. Said he was sorry. Said he tried. Said he hoped I'd find them. Then his signal cut. Haven't heard from him since. I'm alone now. Last operational station in Seattle area. Maybe last station in Western Washington. I don't know. Can't tell anymore. Frequencies are dying. One by one. Stations going silent. The voices stopping. The network collapsing. Federal relief is stabilizing Seattle. Food distribution working. Water systems partially restored in some areas. Military established order. National Guard patrols. FEMA coordination. It's working. The city's going to survive. 2 million people are going to make it because we held the infrastructure together long enough. Because operators like me stayed at our posts. Because we maintained communications. Because we chose duty. Eastern Washington isn't stabilizing. I'm hearing fragments. Scattered reports. Breakdown accelerating. No federal presence. No relief shipments. Just chaos. Just desperation. Just the strong taking from the weak. Just civilization dying in the places we decided weren't worth saving. Nora and Iris are somewhere in that. Somewhere in the collapse. Somewhere in the region we sacrificed. Somewhere in the acceptable losses. 7 days, and I still don't know if they're alive. Still don't know where they are. Still don't know if I'll ever know. I think about leaving. Every day I think about it. Think about shutting down the station. Getting in my truck. Driving to Spokane. Searching. House by house. Street by street. Until I find them, or until I find confirmation they're gone. Until the uncertainty ends one way or another. But I don't leave. I stay. I broadcast. I maintain the station. Because that's what I do. Because that's who I am. Because I chose this. Chose duty over family. Chose responsibility over love. Chose the many over the 2 people who mattered most. And I have to live with that choice. Have to accept it. Have to carry it. Forever. The weight isn't getting lighter. It's getting heavier. Each day. Each hour. Each broadcast. Each check-in where no one has information. Each night alone in this house. The weight accumulates. The guilt. The doubt. The wondering. The not knowing. It's crushing me. Slowly. Inevitably. I can feel myself breaking under it. Feel the pieces cracking. Feel the structure failing. But I'm still here. Still functional. Still broadcasting. Still professional. Still useful. Still serving. Still doing my duty. Still pretending that matters. Still pretending that's enough. Still pretending I can survive this. This uncertainty. This waiting. This not knowing. This choice I made and can unmake. KE7QXM standing by. Day 7. 06:43 hours. Emergency traffic. Still monitoring. Still coordinating. Still calling their names. Still waiting. Still hoping. Still pretending. Still dying inside. Still. I need to. I should. The equipment is showing. Battery levels dropping. Solar charging isn't keeping up. Usage too high. Too many hours continuous broadcast. I'm draining reserves faster than I can replenish. At current rate I have maybe 12 hours. Maybe less. Then I'll be like K7MOL. Like all the others. Silent. Gone. Another voice stopping. Another station going dark. Another operator reaching the end of their capacity. 12 hours. 12 more hours to wait for information. 12 more hours to call their names. 12 more hours to hope. 12 more hours to maintain the pretense. 12 more hours to serve. 12 more hours to broadcast. 12 more hours to document. 12 more hours to be useful to everyone except the ones who needed me. Then what? Then silence. Then darkness. Then I'm just a man alone in a house waiting for family who might never come home. Just another casualty of the choice. Just another person who stayed at their post and lost everything that mattered. Just another operator who served the greater good and can't live with the cost. I'm continuing broadcast. 0700 hours. Still here. Still functional. For now. For 12 more hours. For however long the batteries last. For as long as I can maintain. For as long as I can bear the weight. For as long as I can survive not knowing. Nora. Iris. I'm still calling for you. I'm still hoping you hear me. I'm still waiting. I'm still here. For now. For a little longer. The battery indicator. It's dropping faster. Something's wrong. Some kind of. The solar controller. It's not. The charge isn't. How is that? The system should be. But it's not. It's failing. Faster than predicted. Much faster. I'm losing power at rate that means hours, not 12 hours. Maybe 6. Maybe less. No, I need more time. Need to wait for information. Need to keep broadcasting. Need to. The frequency. I'm hearing. There's traffic. Someone's calling. Someone's trying to reach. KE7QXM. KE7QXM. This is. Static. Can't make out the call sign. Signal's weak. Interference. Too much interference. Come on. Boost your power. Try again. I'm here. I'm. Lost it. Gone. Was that someone trying to reach me? Was that information about Nora and Iris? Was that? I can't. I need to. The battery. It's at critical. The system is. How did this happen? How did it fail so fast? I maintained it. I monitored it. Something's wrong. Something failed. Some component I didn't. Some degradation I didn't account for. I'm trying to stabilize. Trying to reduce power consumption. Shutting down non-essential systems. Reducing transmit power. Narrowing broadcast. Just enough to maintain. Just enough to keep station operational. Just enough to. The indicator. It's still dropping. Still failing. Still counting down to. To silence. To darkness. To the end. Maybe 10 minutes. Maybe less. Then I'm offline. Then I'm silent. Then I can't hear if someone's trying to reach me. Can't broadcast if someone's trying to find me. Can't relay if Nora and Iris are calling. Can't. I'll miss them. If they call in the next hour. If they respond. If they're trying to reach me. I won't hear them. I'll be dark. I'll be gone. I'll have failed them completely. Failed to be there. Failed to stay operational. Failed. I'm recording this. Final documentation. If anyone finds this, if anyone plays back this recording, I need them to know. I chose duty. I chose to stay. I chose to maintain communications. I chose to serve. I chose strangers over my family. I thought it was right. I thought the math worked. I don't know if it was right. Don't know if anything I did mattered. Don't know if. The choice. The cost. I can't. Battery at 5%. 4%. Dropping. Equipment shutting down. Backup systems failing. The station is. I'm losing. Everything's. The frequencies are. I can hear. Someone's calling. Someone's transmitting. Is that them? Is that their voices? I can't. The static. The interference. I'm trying to tune. Trying to filter. Trying to. Please let me hear. Please let me know there. Please. 3%. 2. The transmitter is. Power failing. Can't maintain. Can't broadcast. Can't. Nora. Iris. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry I chose wrong. I should have come for you. Should have. The station doesn't. Nothing matters if I lost you. If I never. I'm sorry. I'm 1%. The equipment. Everything's going dark. Systems failing. Backup depleted. Station going. Signal cutting. I can't. The static. The silence. Someone's. I hear. I think I. Is that? Are you? Can you? Please. Please I need to know. Need to. Please just. K7QXM going offline. Battery failure. Systems critical. Final transmission. If anyone hears this. If Nora. If Iris. I stayed. I broadcast. I hope it was. I hope there. I hope. The power. It's. I can't. Everything's. Dark. The station is. Going. Silent. I hear something. Someone calling. Whose voices? Is that? Can you? Please. I'm here. I'm still. No. Not yet. Not now. I need. Just one more. One more minute. Please. The frequency. Someone's there. Someone's. I can almost hear. The voice. It sounds like, Nora? Is that? Are you? I can't. The signals. Everything's. Going. Dark. Silent. I can hear. I think I. Yes. That's her voice. She's calling. They're alive. Oh God, they're calling for me and I'm. The power. It's. No. No, please. Not when I can finally. When I can hear. When they're. Please. Please don't. Don't cut. Don't go silent. Not now. Power failure. Transmission ends. Static. Just static. Atmospheric interference. Ionospheric disruption. The silence where voices should be. Wait. Something. Faint signal. Very faint. Someone's. I'm trying to tune. Trying to filter the interference. Station calling KE7. This is. Kilo. 7. Mike. Oscar. Lima. Spoken operator. Copy your transmission. Weak signal. Can relay. What's your traffic? Oh, thank God. Someone in Spokane. Someone who can check. Someone who can tell me. K7MOL. This is KE7QXM. I need status check on family members. Northeast Spokane. Residential area. Can you? Do you have transportation? Can you physically check on them? Long pause. Static. Did I lose him? Did the signal fade? KE7QXM. Negative on transportation. EMP effects. No working vehicles in my area. All post-2000 models. Electronics fried. I'm on battery backup. Limited power remaining. Can attempt relay via other operators if anyone's mobile. What's the address? I'm giving him the address. Nora's sister's house. Cross streets. Specific location. He's copying it down. He's saying he'll try. He'll ask on local repeaters. See if anyone's mobile. See if anyone can physically check. That's something. That's better than nothing. Someone's trying. Someone might be able to confirm. Might be able to tell me they're okay. Might. K7MOL is asking about conditions in Seattle. Asking what I'm hearing. What the scope is. I'm telling him. 3 EMP bursts. Western United States. Grid infrastructure compromised. No official attribution yet. Government investigating. Continuity of government active. DEFCON status changing. Military preparing for possible additional strikes. He's quiet. Processing. Then he's transmitting again. KE7QXM, understood. Spokane is. We're in bad shape here. No power. No communications except amateur radio. Handful of us still operational. Battery backup. Solar. We're trying to organize. Trying to coordinate emergency response. But we're overwhelmed. Too much area. Too few operators. Too many people needing help. I'm asking him about public order. About whether things are getting violent. About whether Nora and Iris are safe if I can't reach them. He's saying, so far it's okay. People are confused. Scared. But not violent yet. Not yet. It's only been 90 minutes since the pulse. Most people still sleeping. Still don't understand what happened. When sun comes up. When people start realizing power's not coming back. When they understand scope. That's when it'll get bad. That's when we'll see how thin civilization really is. I'm thanking him, asking him to please check on Nora and Iris if he can. If anyone can, please let me know they're okay. He's saying he'll try. He's saying he understands. He has family too. He knows. Everyone has someone they're worried about. Everyone's trying to reach someone. We're all in the same situation. His signal's fading. Battery power running low, he says. He's going to shut down soon. Conserve power for emergency traffic. He's giving me his schedule. We'll be back on air at 0800 hours local. Check-in schedule. Every 4 hours after that. Network of spoken operators trying to coordinate. Trying to maintain communications as long as possible. Confirming I'll check in at 0800. I'll be here. I'll be broadcasting. I'll be waiting for news. For confirmation. For anything. His signal cuts. Gone. Back to static. Back to silence. 0513 now. 2 hours 13 minutes since the pulse. Since everything went dark. Since I last spoke to Nora. Since I last knew they were okay. I'm making my decision. I'm staying. I'm staying here. Maintaining broadcast. Maintaining emergency communications. Because that's what's needed. That's what I can do. I can't help Nora directly. Can't reach her. Can't protect her from 280 miles away. But I can maintain communications infrastructure. Can provide relay capacity. Can document what's happening. Can be voice on the air when everything else is silent. She'd understand. Nora would understand. She knows me. Knows how I think. Knows I'd stay at my post. Do my duty. She'd do the same. She'd want me to help. To serve. To be useful in whatever way I can. She'd want me to trust that she's capable. That she can take care of herself and Iris. That they'll be okay. I have to believe that. Have to trust that. Because the alternative is I abandon my post. Abandon my responsibility. Get stuck on a road somewhere. Accomplish nothing. Help no one. Fail everyone. So I'm staying. I'm broadcasting. And I'm waiting. Waiting for 0800 hours. Waiting for K7MOL to come back on air. Waiting to hear that Nora and Iris are safe. Waiting for confirmation that my family survived this. That they're okay. That I made the right choice. But what if I didn't? What if staying was wrong? What if something happens and I'm not there? What if the last time I saw them was Thursday morning when they drove away and I was too busy to really say goodbye, too distracted by work, too focused on my schedule, and now they're 280 miles away in a dying city, and I'm here talking to myself on a radio thinking that's somehow helping. No. Stop. Focus. Breathe. You made the choice. You're staying. You're helping. You're doing what you can do. That's all anyone can do. That has to be enough. It has to be. I'm continuing broadcast. Continuing documentation. Continuing to monitor frequencies. To relay traffic. To build the network. To be the voice. To be the witness. To be the record. KE7QXM standing by. 0521 hours. November 3rd, 2025. 2 hours 21 minutes since the world ended. Still here. Still broadcasting. Still waiting. 0743. Sun's coming up. I can see it through the window. Gray November dawn. Seattle's still dark. Still silent. No lights anywhere. No traffic sounds. No aircraft overhead. Just silence. I've been broadcasting for 4 hours 26 minutes. Maintaining emergency net. Relaying traffic between operators across western United States. Building picture of what's happening. How far the damage extends. How bad it really is. The picture is bad. It's worse than I thought. Station in Sacramento. He's reporting FEMA estimate. 40 million people in affected region. Entire western United States grid infrastructure offline. Estimated recovery timeline measured in months. Not days. Not weeks. Months. Multiple transformer stations destroyed. Manufacturing capacity for replacements limited. Most transformers built overseas. Supply chain compromised. We're looking at long-term infrastructure failure. Months. Without power. Without working vehicles. Without communications. Without supply chains. 40 million people. How do you feed 40 million people without trucks? Without distribution systems? Without refrigeration? How long before starvation? Before disease? Before complete social breakdown, I'm hearing reports. Scattered reports from across the region. Hospitals overwhelmed. Backup generators failing. EMP fried the control systems. Can't keep patients on life support. Can't maintain critical care. People dying. Just dying. Because the machines stopped. Water treatment plants offline. Sewage systems failing. Public health crisis building. Someone in Portland saying it's already starting. Dysentery. Contaminated water. People drinking from the Willamette River because tap water stopped flowing. I'm documenting all of it, recording everything I hear. Building the archive. The record of how civilization ended. Not with nuclear fire. Not with blast and radiation. Just with silence. Just with everything stopping. 0756. For minutes until K7MOL comes back on air. For minutes until I find out if Nora and Iris are okay. If someone checked on them. If anyone knows. My hands won't stop shaking. I've been gripping the microphone so hard my fingers are cramped. Can't let go. Can't stop broadcasting. If I stop, if I let go, then what? Then I'm just a man in a dark house waiting for news about his family. At least this way I'm doing something. At least this way I'm useful. 3 minutes. I'm watching the clock. Digital display on my station equipment. Still running. Counting down. 0757. 0758. 0759. 0800. I'm calling. Trying to keep my voice steady. Professional. Like this is just routine traffic. Like I'm not about to find out if my family is alive or dead or somewhere in between. K7MOL, K7MOL. This is KE7QXM calling on 7.285 megahertz. Do you copy? Over. Static. Waiting. Come on. You said 0800. You said you'd be here. Please be there. Please. KE7QXM, K7MOL. I copy. Weak signal but readable. I have traffic for you. Stand by. He has traffic. That means he knows something. Someone checked. Someone found them. Someone. What did they find? Are they okay? Are they hurt? Are they? KE7QXM. I made contact with operator near Northeast Spokane. He was able to physically check the address you provided. I need to relay his report. Are you ready to copy? I'm ready. I'm saying I'm ready. My voice is breaking. Can't help it. Can't control it anymore. Just tell me. Tell me they're okay. Please tell me they're okay. Long pause. Too long. Why is he pausing? Why isn't he just saying it? KE7QXM. The residence was. K7RVT reports the residence appears structurally intact. No visible damage from outside. He attempted to make contact. Knocked on door. Called out. No response from inside. He tried windows. Tried to see inside. Curtains were closed. Couldn't see in. He couldn't confirm occupancy. Couldn't confirm your family's status. I'm sorry. That's all he could determine without forcing entry. No response. They didn't answer. Why didn't they answer? If they're there, if they're in the house, why wouldn't they answer the door? I'm trying to form the words. Asking if K7RVT could try again. Could go back. Could force entry. Could just tell me for certain. K7MOL is saying. He's saying K7RVT had to move on. Multiple welfare checks requested. Too many addresses. Too few operators with mobility. He did what he could. He spent 20 minutes at that location. Tried every access point. No signs of forced entry. No signs of disturbance. No signs of occupancy. House appears secure but unoccupied. That's his assessment. Unoccupied. That means they left. That means they evacuated. Where? Where would they go? Why would they leave? Nora's sister lives there. That's their house. Why would they leave their house? Unless the sister decided to evacuate. Decided to leave Spokane. Try to get somewhere safer. Somewhere with better supplies. Somewhere. But where? And how? If vehicles don't work. If modern cars are dead. How would they evacuate? On foot? In November? In eastern Washington? I'm asking if there's any way to track them. Any way to find them. Any network of operators who might have seen them. Who might know where people are evacuating to. He's quiet again. That pause. That terrible pause that means the answer is bad. KE7QXM. I'll be honest with you. We have hundreds of requests, hundreds of families trying to find each other, trying to confirm status. We have maybe 20 operators still functional in Spokane area. 20 operators trying to coordinate emergency response for 500,000 people. We're doing what we can. We can't track everyone, can't confirm everyone's status. There are just too many people and not enough of us. He's saying to try broadcasting on emergency frequencies. Call for them directly. Maybe they have radio access. Maybe they're listening. Maybe they'll hear me calling for them and respond. That's the best he can offer. That's all he can do. I'm thanking him. Trying to sound grateful. Trying to sound like this helped. Like knowing they're not in the house is better than not knowing anything. But it's not. It's worse. Not knowing where they are is worse than not knowing if they're okay. At least if they were in the house, I'd know where to look. Now they could be anywhere. Could be on the road. Could be in a shelter somewhere. Could be anywhere, and I have no way to find them. K7MOL is saying he'll keep asking. He'll keep monitoring. If any operator reports contact, if anyone sees them, if anyone knows anything, he'll relay immediately. He promises. He understands. Everyone understands. We're all looking for someone. We're all waiting for confirmation. We're all in the same hell. His signal's fading. Battery power running low again. He's signing off. He'll be back at 1200 hours. 4 hours from now, of not knowing, of waiting. For more hours of broadcasting into the void, hoping they can hear me. Hoping they're listening. Hoping they're okay. KE7QXM acknowledging. I'll monitor. I'll be here. I'll keep broadcasting. I'll be here. Signal cuts. Gone. Back to static. 0813. I don't know if my family is alive. Don't know if they're safe. Don't know where they are. Don't know if I'll ever know. The house is empty. They're gone. Somewhere in eastern Washington. 280 miles away. In a region with no power. No communications. And I'm here. Safe. Operational. Useless. I'm switching to emergency calling frequencies. I'm broadcasting direct. Hoping they hear. Hoping someone with a radio relays. Hoping. Nora. Iris. If you're listening. If anyone hearing this, last known location northeast Spokane. Please respond. Please relay. This is Asher. I'm in Seattle. I'm here. Please let me know you're okay. Please respond. I'm repeating it. Over and over. Calling their names. Describing them. Nora, 38 years old, brown hair, 5'6". Iris, 8 years old, blonde hair, wearing probably her purple jacket. She loves that jacket. Won't wear anything else. If you've seen them, if you know anything, please respond. Nothing. Just static. Just the empty frequencies. Just the silence where their voices should be. I know the statistics. I know the probabilities. High altitude EMP doesn't cause direct casualties. No thermal effects. They're physically safe. Probably. Unless they were in a car when the pulse hit. Unless they were in a plane. Unless they were dependent on medical equipment. Unless 100 different unless. But even if they're physically okay. Even if they survived the initial pulse unharmed. What comes next? No food distribution. No water systems. No emergency services. No supply chains. 40 million people competing for limited resources. How long before desperation? Before violence? Before the strong start taking from the weak? Before civilization's thin veneer cracks completely? Nora's capable. She's smart. She's resourceful. She was a paramedic before Iris was born. She knows emergency medicine. Knows triage. Knows how to handle crisis situations. If anyone can survive this, she can. She'll keep Iris safe. She'll make the right decisions. She'll find a way. But I don't know that. I'm telling myself that. Trying to convince myself. But I don't know. Can't know. Won't know. Maybe ever. That's the horror. Not death. Not confirmation of loss. Just uncertainty. Just not knowing. Just the empty house and the silent frequencies and the endless waiting for information that might never come. That's worse than knowing. Worse than certainty. The not knowing. The maybe. The possible. The uncertainty that'll haunt every moment for however long this lasts. I'm looking at my equipment. At the radio. At the frequencies. This is what I chose. I chose to stay here. to maintain this station, to broadcast, to coordinate, to help strangers coordinate emergency response while my family is lost somewhere out there. I chose this. Professional responsibility over personal need. Duty over family. The needs of the many over the needs of the few. The math works. 8 hours of emergency relay coordination. How many lives affected? How many messages relayed? How much coordination enabled? Hundreds of people helped. Maybe thousands indirectly. The utilitarian calculus is clear. Staying here saves more people than leaving would save. Helps more people than driving to Spokane would help. The math is clear, but math doesn't account for the weight. The crushing weight of choosing strangers over your daughter. Of choosing duty over the 8-year-old girl who calls you daddy. Who trusts you to protect her. Who thinks you can fix anything. Who's somewhere out there in the dark scared and confused and maybe calling for you and you're not there. You're here, broadcasting, documenting, being useful to everyone except the ones who matter most. I made the right choice. I know I made the right choice. The logical choice. The ethical choice. The choice that helps the most people. The choice that serves the greater good. I can't live with the right choice. Can't accept it. Can't stop wondering if this time, if this situation, if this crisis was the exception, was the time when duty shouldn't have won, when family should have come first, when being a father should have mattered more than being an amateur radio operator. But I'm still here, still broadcasting, still maintaining the station, because that's what I do. That's who I am. Even if it costs everything, even if it means I never see them again, even if the last time I hugged Iris was Thursday morning, and I was distracted and impatient and didn't really appreciate it, and now that's the last time. That's the memory. That half-hearted distracted goodbye. That's what I'm left with. I'm continuing broadcast. 0837. Still monitoring. Still relaying. Still calling their names every 15 minutes. Still hoping. Still waiting. Still not knowing. KE7QXM standing by. Emergency traffic. If anyone has information about last known location Spokane, Washington, please respond. Please relay. Please. Please just tell me they're okay. Please let me know I didn't choose wrong. Please let this be worth it. Please. November 6th, 2025. 09:23 hours. I'm still here. Still broadcasting. Still operational. 4 days since the EMP. 4 days since I last knew Nora and Iris were safe. 4 days of calling their names into the static. 4 days of waiting for response that hasn't come. The emergency net is still functional. 23 operators across Washington state still on air. Battery power. Solar panels. We're maintaining coordination. Relaying emergency traffic. Providing communication infrastructure for what's left of organized response. We're the backbone. The last functioning communication system in the region. FEMA is trying to coordinate relief. National Guard mobilizing where they can. But it's slow. It's inadequate. 40 million people need help. Federal government is overwhelmed. They're prioritizing. Trying to save who they can save. Triaging entire cities. Entire regions. Some places get relief. Some places don't. It's brutal mathematics. It's the same choice I made. Multiplied across the whole disaster zone. Seattle's getting relief. Major city. Strategic importance. Port infrastructure. Boeing facilities. Microsoft. Amazon. We're high priority. Food shipments coming. Water being trucked in. Federal authorities establishing distribution points. Restoring order. It's not enough. Nowhere near enough for 2 million people. But it's something. It's more than most places are getting. Spokane isn't high priority. I'm monitoring the FEMA coordination frequencies. I'm hearing the triage decisions. Eastern Washington is low priority. Smaller population density. Limited strategic value. They're getting minimal resources. Minimum support. Enough to prevent complete breakdown maybe. Not enough to actually help. Not enough to save everyone. Nora and Iris. Somewhere in that low priority zone. Somewhere in the region that federal government decided doesn't matter as much as Seattle. Somewhere in the acceptable losses. Somewhere in the places we're sacrificing to save the places we decided are more important. I know how triage works. I understand the logic. I'm not arguing with the math. I'm just documenting what the math means. What it costs. who gets saved and who gets sacrificed when you run the numbers. K7MOL is still on air. We've been coordinating twice daily. 800 and 2000 hours. 4 days of check-ins. 4 days of him telling me no new information. No contact. 4 days of professional courtesy, while we both know what the odds are. Other families are getting confirmation. Other operators are finding their people, hearing from them, getting relay messages, building the reunion network. I'm hearing stories. Someone in Portland found their son. Someone in Boise got confirmation their parents evacuated safely. Someone in Eugene established radio contact with their daughter 300 miles away. Everyone's finding someone except me. Everyone's getting their confirmation except me. 4 days. 4 days of uncertainty. 4 days of waiting. 4 days of the silence where their voices should be. The station in Boise. He asked me yesterday. Asked if I needed to shut down. Take time. Go look for them. Said the net could manage without me. Said family comes first. Said I'd done enough. Said no one would blame me if I went. If I tried to find them. If I abandoned my post now. I said no. Said I'm staying. Said the net needs the Seattle relay capacity. Said I'm still useful here. Said I'm waiting for information before making decisions. Said all the professional reasons. All the duty reasons. All the logical reasons. I didn't say the real reason. Didn't say I'm afraid if I leave I'll find out for certain. Find out they're dead. Find out they died on day 1, and I've been broadcasting to ghosts for 4 days. Didn't say as long as I don't know I can still hope. Can still believe they're out there somewhere listening. Can still imagine the reunion. Can still pretend the uncertainty is temporary. Once I know. Once I have confirmation. Then it's real. Then it's permanent. Then I have to live with whatever the truth is. As long as I don't know I can live in the maybe. Can exist in the uncertain space where they're both alive and dead. Where I both made the right choice and the wrong choice. Where I'm both a dedicated operator and a father who abandoned his family. The truth will end that. Will collapse the uncertainty into certainty. And certainty might be worse than not knowing. Might be the thing I can't survive. So I'm staying. I'm broadcasting. I'm maintaining the station. I'm helping coordinate relief for Seattle while Spoken goes without. I'm being useful to everyone except the ones who needed me most. I'm doing my duty. I'm serving the greater good. I'm making the numbers work. I'm dying inside. Slowly. A little more each day. Each check-in where K7MOL says no information. Each family reunion story I relay for other operators. Each night I sleep in this empty house knowing Nora and Iris should be here. Should be safe. Should be alive. And I don't know if they are. Don't know if they're scared. Don't know if they're hurt. Don't know if they're calling for me. Don't know if they think I abandoned them. Don't know if 8-year-old Iris is asking where Daddy is. Why Daddy isn't coming. Why Daddy chose radio over her. The weight of it. The weight of the choice. The weight of the uncertainty. It's crushing. It's physical. It's in my chest. In my throat. Making it hard to breathe. Hard to speak. Hard to maintain the professional voice when I broadcast. Hard to pretend I'm okay. Hard to pretend staying was right. Hard to pretend I can live with not knowing. But I am living with it. Day 4. Still here. Still operational. Still maintaining emergency net. Still coordinating relief. Still being useful. Still doing my job. Still serving the greater good. Still choosing duty. Still choosing strangers. Still choosing the many over the few. Still running the numbers. Still making the math work. Still not knowing if my daughter is alive. Still not knowing if my wife survived. Still not knowing if I saved them or killed them by staying. Still not knowing if the choice was right or wrong. Still not knowing if duty was worth this cost. Still not knowing. Still waiting. Still hoping. Still dying a little more each day in the uncertainty. K7QXM standing by. Day 4. 0941 hours. Still monitoring. Still broadcasting. Still waiting. Still hoping for information that might never come. Still calling their names into the static every 15 minutes. Still pretending that's enough. Still pretending I made the right choice. Still pretending I can live with not knowing. Nora. Iris. If you're listening. If you can hear me. I'm still here. I'm still broadcasting. I'm still waiting. I'm still. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to do. I just. I need to know you're okay. I need to know I didn't. I need to know this was worth it. I need KE7QXM standing by. Emergency traffic. Monitoring 7.285 megahertz. If anyone has any information, please, please,